Coming up on SAU News. This year's Ignite Live guest lit up the night, leaving a positive impression on the student body.
Students tell us what they think of newly elected President Donald Trump after his first 3 weeks in office.
And we examine the general education course that everyone has to take, computer concepts. Why is it required and what's being done to make it better?
All this and more coming up. SAU News starts now.
Welcome to SAU News. I'm Elise Baltadano.
And I'm Natalie Sisak. Our newscast is brought to you by SJC Productions in the School of Journalism and Communication.
This year's Ignite Live was a night to remember as students gathered for an unforgettable worship experience. It featured powerful music and an inspiring message led by renowned singer. SAU reporter Ava Caroline Schmidt takes us behind the scenes.
Ignite Live welcomed a special guest this year, award-winning singer, songwriter Britt Nicole. Known for hits that inspire and uplift, Britt has earned titles such as Female Vocalist of the Year and Best Contemporary Christian Music Album in 2011 and 2013. Not only did Britt Nicole deliver an incredible set, performing some of her most well-loved songs, but she also brought a personal touch to the night. In a moment that set her performance apart, she stepped off stage to connect with the audience, high-fiving, hugging, and engaging with students, sending energy throughout the crowd.
I love Britt Nicole. I love the message. I don't really know her. I didn't know her until tonight. This morning when we had the worship for Sabbath, and then the message tonight, she was sharing how I am worth. It touched my heart.
It was amazing. It was like everyone was happy, everyone was jumping, like praising God together. It was amazing.
I thought she brought a lot of energy, I wasn't I didn't know what to expect, obviously. I'd heard her music, but she brought a lot of energy and I was really surprised, and she sang very well, so.
But Ignite Live wasn't just about the music. The event also featured interactive games where representatives from different SAU clubs took on a fun challenge, guessing whether certain items were worth more than the price of gold. As the night came to a close, Britt Nicole ended with her hit song, Gold, igniting the room with excitement. The entire audience joined in, cheering, chanting her name, and waving their hands in the air, creating such a moment of unity and celebration. Reporting for SAU News, I'm Ava Caroline.
There was a lot of energy that night for Ignite Live. Natalie, were you able to join?
I was. Were you?
I was, and one of my favorite parts was actually being able to be a part of one of the games that we had and being able to talk to Britt herself. That was great.
That's amazing.
What was your favorite part?
I absolutely love the concert too. Britt is an amazing person with such an inspiring message, and it was great to see everyone come together and have a great time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did. With newly elected President Trump back in the White House, students are sharing their thoughts on his new administration.
About it, but I've heard that the new administration has, been passing a lot of bills or laws. A lot of people are affected. A lot of people like it, don't like it. I guess I don't have many personal opinions, but I guess we'll see more to come.
Well, honestly, I don't really have an idea because, I don't really take a look at the news. I also don't know much about politics, so.
For me, there's a lot of fear for our people and our future and the people that we look up to being taken away. I think that we deserve to be heard at least a little bit and just share more kindness.
I believe that it is a little bit early to formulate an accurate opinion, but I do believe in the president's policies and that they are going to benefit our country, so I'm excited to see where our country goes from here.
We hope our new president leads the country with wisdom and makes decisions that benefit everyone.
While Southern requires a number of courses to graduate, there's one in particular that many students talk about. SAU News reporter Isabella Lagos takes a closer look at CPT E100, better known as computer concepts.
Computer Concepts is a one-credit course that every student must pass to graduate. While it may seem like just another requirement, Professor Rodriguez believes the skills taught in this class are essential for today's digital world.
Because they're online, they are needing to not only use the equipment that they need to fulfill the requirements of the class, but also they can use it anywhere in the world. And a lot of the principles that I teach in this class can be utilized in anywhere in the world in any discipline that they need.
And while the goal of Computer Concepts is to teach useful but basic skills, some students feel that it should have been worth more than just one credit.
I did take the course online, which I think is a disbenefit to anyone that wants to actually learn anything from the course. Once I got further into the course, I was able to understand about what was to be expected. For the average person who doesn't have a computer background in any sense at all, I think it is more difficult.
Computer Concepts I found to be more of a difficult class. Just given it's a one-credit class, I think it was too much. But I've heard really great things about the teacher for in person. I was online, so I never really got to meet the teacher, but I heard really good things about the teacher in person, so it's nothing against him. I just think the workload could be better.
It was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken. I was studying a lot per week, at least on Fridays, because we had like weekly exams. I think in general it was good. I learned a lot of things, especially because I don't know much about the topic. So it was for me difficult because I was starting from zero.
Whether seen as a necessary skill builder or an overwhelming challenge, Computer Concepts remains a required course at SAU. As students continue debating its difficulty and credit value, one thing is certain: its impact on students is undeniable. Reporting for SAU News, I'm Isabella Lagos.
It's clear that while Computer Concepts sparked mixed opinions, it's a class that many students can't avoid.
In honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Southern Adventist University students spent their day giving back to the community through acts of service. From woodworking projects to reorganizing spaces, students dedicated 3 hours of their time to help those in need. It's a powerful reminder of the impact of service and the spirit of unity that Dr. King championed. The day's efforts were a testament to the ongoing importance of community and giving, showing that even small actions can make a big difference.
Thousands turned out to celebrate Chinese culture at the 4th Annual Chinese New Year Festival last weekend. 4 Southern students took on the challenging role of performing the lion dance. While some watched the show, other visitors could try on traditional clothing, sample authentic Chinese food, and watch artists making decorative crafts. The event is a fundraiser sponsored by the High Point Chinese Seventh-day Adventist Church. In years past, the festival hired outside performers to do the lion dance, but this year, organizers brought authentic lion costumes and practiced for hours to make it look like the real thing. Nursing major Chino Zhao was one of the dancers interviewed by Local 3 News.
This whole suit is run by 2 people. So I control the head and Seth control the body and the tail. This tradition has been going on for like 2,000 years, more than 2,000 years in China. And you know, the red means good fortune and happiness. And you know, we're trying to mimic the king of the beast. With good coordination, we can look like one.
Besides Zhao, the other Southern Lion dancers included Seth Rivero, Anna Chang, and Jae-jun Song.
Traveling all the way from an ancient city in Israel, an artifact on exhibit on Southern's campus has made big waves in the field of archaeology despite its tiny size. SAU News reporter Sienna Escobar uncovers the story behind the ancient relic.
This 4,000-year-old ivory comb is no bigger than your thumb. It's the star attraction of a new exhibit at Southern's Lynn H. Wood Archaeology Museum. 9 years ago, it was discovered by Southern students on a dig in the ancient city of Lachish, Israel.
So I was kneeling in the dirt, sweeping with another student, and when it first popped up, I didn't recognize what it was. I didn't understand what it was.
Later on, their find was identified as an ivory comb used for removing lice. Although exciting, the find was not too much out of the ordinary. After the dig, the uncovered artifacts were carefully cataloged and stored. In fact, the comb was almost entirely forgotten. 5.5 years later, another archaeologist was analyzing the comb and discovered writing on its surface. As translated, the inscription revealed how the comb should be used. The sentence inscribed on the tiny ivory comb is important because it's the first ever example of a full sentence that uses an alphabet. In fact, it's the same alphabet that would later be used to write the first 5 books of the Bible. The find was so rare that the discovery got national publicity in the New York Times and other media. Southern is the only place in the U.S. that the comb will be displayed while on loan from the Israel Museum in Jerusalem. On the opening day of the exhibit, an archaeology symposium united many of the people involved in finding the comb and deciphering its writing. Students and community members alike could learn firsthand about the discovery and its importance.
It's so special that because Southern found the comb, that we get to exhibit it and have all of these people come and speak and see the comb. And it's just a breathtaking event, honestly.
It is very rewarding because archaeology is a lot of hard work, and it's cool to see how our hard work in the past is having beneficial results even now.
In addition to the comb, the exhibit has over 80 artifacts from digs in Israel. For SAU News, I'm Sienna Escobar.
The School of Music hosted its annual concerto concert last Sunday. It featured performances from student musicians who won a contest to perform with the university's symphony. From the soulful sounds of the saxophone to the graceful melodies of piano, each artist shined in their unique way. In addition to the competition winners from other schools, 2 of Southern's own also earned the top honor of performing solos with orchestra. They included Luke Kwan, a junior biochemistry major, and Bradley Peterson, a sophomore in music performance.
During the last week of January, the university experienced a powerful spiritual revival, where students came together to share personal testimonies and reflect on how God has been working in their lives. Throughout the week of worship, stories of faith, perseverance, and spiritual growth filled our campus, reminding us of the strength found in community and the impact of personal experiences. It was a time of encouragement and renewal, one that left a lasting impression on everyone. Here's a look back at some of those heartfelt moments. Many students opened up about their challenges, their moments of breakthrough, and how the experience made them feel closer to God and to one another.
SAU News is a student-run production here in Southern School of Journalism and Communication. I'm Elise Baltodano.
And I'm Natalie Sisak. Do you have a newsworthy story? Message us on Instagram at SAU_news. Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time, and have a great day.